This IU Day, we're raising the question, who decides our beauty standard? Beauty has always been ever-changing throughout the years, depending on the time era and region one is in. However, in recent times, social media has been one of the biggest influences on our beauty standards.
Have we piqued your curiosity? We sure hope so, for in today's video, we are traveling back in time to show you the evolution of beauty standards.
Back in ancient Egypt, beauty standards for both men and women were almost identical. A perfectly symmetrical face was considered to be one of the integral parts of ideal beauty. Egyptian women used the kohl eyeliner to master the cat eye style and mixed milk and honey to create moisturizing face masks. They even used cosmetics to boost their skin's ability to fight off infections, and wealthy Egyptians used oils to get rid of wrinkles and preserve their youth. They had warm milk baths as skin treatment, and body hair must be removed as it was frowned upon. Women wore much more elaborate wigs than men.
So among men, reddish or brown skin was considered beautiful. A toned body with strong and well-defined muscles was favored compared to a heavy body. Beards and mustaches were seen as unclean. Young men were expected to be handsome and be dashing hard workers, while old men were portrayed to and expected to be wiser. Interestingly enough, the standard of beauty in ancient times is very similar to modern Egypt. The only difference that we could spot after thorough research is that modern Egyptians wear much less revealing clothing and that their sense of fashion has become more influenced by Western culture.
Moving on to another part of the world, ancient China. Beauty standards in ancient China varied amongst different dynasties. For example, the Tang dynasty preferred thick and short eyebrows for women, but other dynasties preferred long and narrow eyebrows. However, there were some standards that had become generally ideal across ancient China for women to follow, such as a plump body, white skin, and red cheeks.
Done through the usage of makeup. Eyebrows with the shape of silkworms, eyes that are similar to a phoenix, and cherry-shaped lips. Beauty standards for men also changed across different dynasties. The Tang dynasty preferred strong and muscular bodies, but some dynasties preferred slender bodies. However, the general male beauty standard was an asymmetrical and handsome face.
Indian. In prehistoric times, Indian women favored medium complexioned skin, large eyes, and arched eyebrows. A body with a narrow waist and wide hips was viewed as an ideal beauty standard, along with rounder breasts and black hair.
For Indian males, it was ideal to be tall and have a muscular body. As for facial features, thick eyebrows and long eyelashes were deemed to be attractive.
Ancient Greece. For the Greeks, a perfectly proportioned body and face had a direct link to a beautiful mind. Pale skin, round buttocks, long legs, and a gentle face were all traits associated with beautiful women. Many of these features were considered a symbol of wealth, to the point that some women even went as far as using chalk and toxic lead to lighten their skin. In ancient Greece, makeup was more than just a way to enhance one's beauty. It was used to represent different types of women. Hectors tended to line their eyes with charcoal and brighten painted lips, while a more natural look was often undertaken by more prestigious women.
Since ancient Greece worshipped the male form, men faced a much higher standard of beauty and perfection expectations in comparison to their female counterparts. Shocking, isn't it? The ideal male body in ancient Greece was muscular, thin waist, and generally very lean. In terms of hairstyles, ancient Greek men viewed long hair held back with a headband as a symbol of wealth and power. Several Greek gods such as Zeus, Apollo, and Poseidon were often depicted with long hair, making it a definite must for all those in search of bodily perfection.
Now, let's move on to a familiar place, the Malayan Peninsula, in other words, modern-day Malaysia. The Malay beauty standards back then were very different compared to today's standards.
Instead of appearance, they emphasized inner beauty. Muslim women covered their hair and the body from the ankles to the neck. Some also covered their faces. For men, their clothes typically covered the head and the area between the waist and the knees.
Overall, we can see that the beauty standards in different parts of the world in prehistoric times were very different from one another. Other than cultural and lifestyle differences, another main reason that caused variation of beauty standards in prehistoric times was the underdevelopment of communication. Each of them had its own unique culture and beauty standard.
But in today's era, beauty standards have become more westernized and unrealistic in many countries. The beauty standards around the world are getting more and more similar, such as features include a slim waist and a curvy body for women, and six packs and muscular arms for men.
Beauty standards are constantly evolving as trends come and go every few weeks. Trying to chase the new ideal standard will only lead to a cycle of self-hate. So this is a reminder to stay true to yourself and love yourself no matter what, because you are beautiful.